Happy Saturday to you. Happy Saturday to you. Happy Saturday, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you. All right, let me see how this works. So, you gotta bear with me for a second here and we will jump into all the good stuff, okay? I am trying to share these on Join Me for the next, let's go till 1.5 hours while I share with you the benefits of the oh no, join me, benefits, because I can't spell, of hashtag the 6-step method. There we go. Share. There we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. Let's get started. Am I streaming? All right, beautiful. Where else can I put this up at? I don't even know what the heck a goo is. I mean, I know what goo is. Good morning, good morning. Hey, girl, hey. I can see the chat. Could you see me on Facebook or no? Could you see me on Facebook or nada? Nada enchilada. Good morning, and happy Saturday. Good morning, Trish. How are you, my beautiful friend? If you don't know me, God, well, I don't like this angle. I don't like the way it makes my face look. I'm just keep wanting to turn my head. So good morning. I couldn't see y'all on Facebook, so I thought I would just jump. See, every time I turn my head, there's got to be a way to make this so it's not introverted. Like, this is driving me crazy. I can't handle this, y'all. I cannot handle this. Now, if you're in here, let me ask a couple of questions before I start running my mouth. Can you share the live? Is it possible to share the live for you all, or is that just a me thing? Is that a I'm the sharer of the thing? All right. I'm doing well. I've been really sick with influenza A. Was down for a little over a week, but I wanted to come on here and talk about ZenWise has a new product. Let me make it look like that. And I would love to talk about this today. We're going to talk about this a little bit, and we're going to talk about the guide that is out, the 6-step method. If you do not know, I will put it in the chat room where to go to grab it. Let's see here, CoachMellyMel.com. If you have been a part of the group for a while, or you are a part of the group and you've been living the lifestyle, this is not the guide that was out a couple, I don't know, about a year ago. We dropped a 3rd-step guide. If you're in here, please say hi in the chat. Please like the live. I don't even know how YouTube works. So we're going to move over here and we're going to try to start working here off of YouTube, but we shall see. So anyway, I wanted to talk about a couple things this morning going into 2025. How the hell is everybody doing? I hope you are doing wonderful and well. I am the founder of the 6-step method, the chubby girl lifestyle. And for a while we were called CGL Lifestyle. God, this thing is driving me insane. I am so not used to this angle. Yeah, there's a Christmas tree behind me. And what? And what? It's about to be a Valentine's tree. So there's that part. But those of you who know, there's no secret. I had a big backsliding in November. In November, I was placed on some estrogen to help with my menopause, and that threw everything off in a way that was crazy. Mine is still up too. Oh, your Christmas tree. I was like, wait, what? So anyway, they put me on estradiol. I thought it was the answer. Come to find out, no one ever explained to me that if you're on estrogen and your body's producing Colleen, hi. Oh, big hugs. I ain't seen. Oh, I ain't got my nails done right now, y'all. When you're in bed for a week, you don't do that. But hi, good to see you. Mwah. Hope you are doing well. Hope everybody in the family is doing well. Your grandbabies are doing well. Life is doing well. As I was saying, sorry, I'm like Dory the fish. If those of you who know, Candy, is Araya there right now? So anyway, as I was saying, we're moving into 2025. New thoughts, new everything. We're getting ready to revamp a couple things. We're getting ready to come up on 2 years. I cannot believe it's been 2 years of my life. No, I can't believe that. I haven't had a decent boyfriend in 2 years because I'm so focused on taking care of other women. But anyway, as I was saying, in November, I had a big backslide and they put me on estrogen. And I thought, oh, this is great. Now I'm on estrogen, and my doctor like kind of gave it to me very willy-nilly. She was kind of like, well, you can take it once a day, you can take it twice a day, you can take it every day, you can take it every other day, whatever works best for you. And I was like, okay. So I started once every other day, and then the next thing you know, I was taking it every day. But I never thought about what would happen when my estrogen in my body that was producing and the estrogen I was adding to my body hit heads, and I began to rapidly gain weight. Like when I tell y'all rapidly, it was like a year and a half, 2 years of work just pissed down the toilet. My body hated me. And at first I felt great. And then within literally, by mid Christmas-ish, like December, I had already gained like 19 pounds. Then by the time Christmas was over, I was back up over 300 pounds again. I'm not going to even sit here and lie. And so anyway, by the grace of God, I don't know how that works, or we realized, actually Dr. O realized. It's kind of funny because everything always comes back to Dr. O. Those of you who do not know, Dr. O is the doctor who originally, as part of the 6-step method, was like, you're the biggest chubby girl, starving chubby girl I've ever met. And I was like, well, damn, Dr. O, tell me how you feel. And anyway, so when I moved to Raleigh, I thought I was going to find a new doctor. And I found a new doctor, all right, and I will not ever see her again. But anyway, she failed to tell me what would happen if you have too much estrogen in your body. And that is a response that causes you to rapidly gain weight. And here I am. So now there's a new product out from ZenWise. And they had approached me at the beginning of January, and I was like, okay, yeah, we're going to do a Biggest Loser competition, which we are doing. Shout yourself out in the comments, yeah, those comments. So everything's opposite. So comments, if you are doing the Biggest Loser competition, I am not only running it, I am doing it myself. So anyway, with that being said, running. We got about 15 women. It's really nice. We've got a nice group, a nice show out, nice group of women this time that are there really supporting each other and pushing each other. It's probably one of the best camps in the last 2 years. I think I have ran. The amount of support, love, and concern for each other is huge. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to share with y'all a poem that we wrote in class the other night. But back to what I was saying, I'm here this morning to talk about 3 things. And again, if you're in here, if you can share this to your Facebook page, if you can share this to our VIP page, if you can share this to our Chubby Girl Lifestyle group, I would appreciate it forever. But as I was saying, 2025 has been an eye-opener already for me. I immediately, the end of December, going into the new year, as soon as I found out I had toxic levels of estrogen, which I didn't even know you can have too much estrogen, I started to wean myself off of it very quickly. And Dr. O said, just stop it. Just fuck it. You don't need it. You have enough estrogen, because those of you who don't know, I'm still having my period. I don't know how that's possible. I say sometimes that I don't know if I'm being punished, but Eve, apparently, she in my family made an apple pie or an apple crisp, probably, or something like that. She didn't just eat the apple. So anyway, off of it. I've been sick for about a week, but I'm trying to do my best to take care of myself. So ZenWise approached me at the beginning of the year and said, hey, we've got this new product. As you can see, it is exactly what it says it is, Zen GLP-1, which means Ozempic, Mounjaro in a powder form, all natural. So those of you who do not know, and I'll just kind of give you a little bit background, because I'm going to start shifting over to this. Everybody knows that we all have hormones, right? Those of you who know how to make a hormone, do y'all know how to make a hormone? Anybody? Oh, wait. You don't pair. Anyway, that's a little joke in our family. But anyway, that's it. That's how. So anyway, you have natural hormones, and GLP-1 is just that, right? I can never remember what the words GL mean. Nurse Colleen, what's GLP mean? GL, it's glucose. Anyway, whatever it is that's in there, you can synthetically produce it, which is Ozempic, Mounjaro, and there are a lot of people who are using, different semaglutide compounds, all kinds of stuff. And then there are people who choose to do things a little bit more natural. And I'm one of those people. So one of the foundations of the Chubby Girl Lifestyle has there you go. Glucan, like peptides, whatever the fuck that means. All right. So the peptides are naturally in your body. Colleen, you're the nurse, so correct me if I'm wrong. But what happens is eating choices, life choices, health choices kind of suppresses or stops our body from being able to produce these naturally. Now, there's some things out there that they're finding, like allulose, which is a sugar substitute, creates that natural secretion. For some women, it's not enough. So what they say is it quiets the noise in your head. But anyway, 2 years ago in March when we launched, it was very important to me for us to launch an inclusive community. And what that meant is we've got women who have had gastric bypass. We have women who, and in the beginning, it was only women over the age of 40. And then I said, fuck that. That's not right. We need to help every woman live a healthy lifestyle. So with that being said, We have women who are on Ozempic, Mounjaro, women who are recovering from gastric bypass. We have women who are not doing anything, and like myself, who are doing it naturally. Now, would I be a liar if I said if someone offered me a shot tomorrow, I might take it? No, I probably would take it. I'm not going to lie to you. Living the 6-step method, the one thing I've realized over the last 2-year period is this. It doesn't matter what tools you get out of your toolbox to help you be healthy. I say fuck it. If you need a hammer, get a hammer. If you need a nail, get a nail. If you need whatever, I say do it. I believe 1,000% that every woman's path is different. And just like some of us need hormones and others don't, it's the same thing. So anyway, with that being said, I got approached by ZenWise mid-December, and they said, hey, you've rode with us for about 2 years on probiotic, prebiotic gut health. Those of you who don't know, and I'll go over really quickly, the 6-step method. So step number 1, we don't fuck with the scale. Scale's a liar. We do something called a Me360 app, and we scan. The reason we use the Me360 app is it's completely free. I don't get any type of a kickback from them. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to start looking for a different scanning company, because when I did approach them here in Cary, North Carolina, they pretty much told me to kiss their ass. Imagine that, right? I'm the one who put them on the map, and we are, not even me, the women in this group. Sorry, I look like I have scale skin. The women in this group have been scanning since March of 2023. And when I approached them and let them know who we were, they pretty much were like, oh, okay. So we will probably be moving away from that app. But again, the whole premise of the Chubby Girl lifestyle is choices and empowerment, So if you want to use the Me360 app, beautiful. If you want to move to a different body scanning app, also beautiful. Step number 2, there is a period of time. And if you're listening, feel free to throw a number in the room when I'm talking. Number 1, we don't F with the scale. Step number 2 is there is a period of time where we let our body do the work. When I tell you study after study after study after study has proven that allowing your body to do its natural healing, its natural work, and not putting food in there. And let's talk about that for a second. We were not created to eat 24/7. People were not created by God, by Muhammad, by Jehovah, by whoever you believe in as a higher power to eat 24/7. It's just not a thing. And one of the things that I have learned in the last 2 years as a lifestyle coach and as a leader helping over 5,000 women, you have to allow your body to do the work. And so one of the examples I love to use on TikTok and on social media is, how old were you? I mean, when you were a little girl, let's go back, not how old you were, when you were 8, 9 years old, what time did you stop eating at night? I tell women this all the time because they're like, I can't do that. I can't. I'm diabetic. I can't not eat. Yes, you can, friend. That is the reason you're diabetic. One of the reasons. I'll just keep it 100. We believe that we need to constantly be eating. We believe that we constantly need to put food in our body. And if you believe that, then you believe you know more than God and the person who created your body. Because see, there has to be a period of time where you let your body do the work. So if as a child you were told, okay, my dad, Jim, Big Pez, I'll call him, when Big Pez came home at 5 o'clock, we ate dinner at 5:15 every single night. I don't give a shit. Monday through Friday at 5:15, my mom had dinner on the table. We'd sit down as a family and we would eat dinner. After we would eat dinner, we'd have about I don't know, go and play with your friends, because my friends would be at the door like mice or like little squirrels on the window, like, can Missy come out and play? Missy, you coming out to play? And then I would go out and play for a little bit. And by 7 o'clock, my mom would be calling me in to get a bath. We would get a bath, and then we would eat our snack. Now, here's another reason why I'm overweight, because my mother found the need to add sugar to everything. And if you can, in the chat, and you hear me right now, type sugar is the devil. And this is what you have to get in your head. Sugar is the devil. DEVIL. Little Satan, sugar. Sugar, little Satan. White sugar serves, thank you, Trish. Sugar serves nobody, nothing. It does nothing good for you. They are finding that sugar actually goes into your bone marrow and shuts down the antibodies and the natural healing in your body. What the hell, right? And not only that, it causes weight gain. So with that being said, and again, remember, everything you put in your body is doing something to your hormones, is doing something to your insulin, right? It's all encompassing. We used to believe like you could eat a little bit of sugar. That's like doing a little bit of crack. Like you can't, you know what I mean? Like it's not okay just to do a little. Okay. There's no moderation when it comes to sugar, because there's no moderation when it comes to the devil. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, at bath time, Carol, my wonderful mother, who I love her tremendously, but her upbringing taught her, well, the apple's not sweet enough. So she would chop up an apple. She'd take a Macintosh apple, which we all know is super sweet. She would chop that little puppy up, and then she would take the apple, and guess what? She would put cinnamon and sugar on top of it. If she was feeling real fancy, she even put cream on top of it. And then after she did that, then we would eat it, right? But that would be our last snack of the night. So sometimes she would make vanilla pudding and put cherries on top of it, or she would make us pudding cups, because remember that was really popular. Or we would have what's that stuff called with all the fruit in it? Fruit cocktail. And then that would be it. 8 o'clock would come, and if it was Friday night, Dallas or Falcon Crest would come on, and we'd sit, or if it was Saturday night, we'd watch Saturday Night Live as a family. But there wasn't any eating after that time. You had your snack, and that was it. Do y'all remember your parents' famous thing that they would tell you if you're hungry? Get something to drink. Get some water. You're thirsty. And they were actually really right. Our parents fucked us up a lot when it comes to eating by making our plates, by telling us when we were hungry, telling us, Allison, you're not hungry. Trish, you're not hungry. What are you talking about, Trish? You're not hungry. There's no way you're hungry, Trish. But you're like, but Mom, I am. No, you're not. We're eating in 2 hours. We were told when to eat, how much we were allowed to eat, and how long we had to eat it. And then their parents wonder why we were fucked up later on and couldn't make decisions about our own bodies. But I digress. But the one thing our parents did do right is stop us from eating at a certain time every night. That's why you will hear women say, I'm 54 years old. You'll hear women say, I would give anything to be as chubby as I was when I was 10 years old. Oh, absolutely, Colleen. You had to clean your plate. You had to eat what the hell they put in front of you. Sometimes I used to think my mom would make my plate for her and 2 other people. And it's funny because my mom and I talk about it now, and I'm going to take it to another level really quick before we talk about step 2. My mom said to me, Missy, the reason I used to put so much food on your plate is because when you didn't finish it, I got to eat it. Listen to what I'm putting down. When I made your plate, because see, I was an Italian family. My parents were a little progressive. So there wasn't any, we're going to beat the shit out of you like in the South if you didn't eat all your food, but you had to eat as much as you could. And if you didn't eat your plate clean, you didn't get dessert. because, the theory was then you're not hungry, but we all know there's different kinds of hunger. Meatloaf hunger and sweet potato pie hunger are two different hungers. And if you're a foodie, you know what I mean, right? So anyway, with that being said, that's funny that I said that. But my mother said to me, the reason we would do that is because I would eat the food off your plate, and then she was able to overeat. My mother and I were eating partners. So the smartest thing they did, though, is taking a period of time where you were not allowed to eat. So 7:30, 8 o'clock would be the last time we would eat. And then we would be to bed 9, if it's the weekend, maybe 9:30. And my parents were a little cool about that because my mom and dad knew the later they kept us up, the later we'd sleep in on Saturday, right? And so, which it was never true because everybody had to get up to watch cartoons, because back then we weren't such a gluttonous society. If you missed a cartoon, you missed a cartoon. You know what I mean? Like if you didn't see it, you didn't see it. Remember back in the day when you were younger, if you missed the Charlie Brown Valentine special, you didn't have shit to talk about in school, even though you watched the same program every year. But things didn't come on all year long. You couldn't go rent it. You couldn't go to Netflix and watch it. Either you watched it or you missed the shit. And if you missed the shit, when your friends asked you in school on Monday, you were like, wah, 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 because you missed it. So anyway, mom and dad would put you to bed whatever time. You stopped eating at 8, and the next morning you would wake up, and you didn't just wake up and eat. I mean, not in my household. In the morning we would get up, you had to brush your teeth, and you had to get dressed and take a bath, and sometimes we had to straighten up. So by the time we ate breakfast, and God forbid it was Catholic Sunday, I call it because I was raised Catholic, you had to go to church. And I remember being in church. I was telling this to my mom last night because I'm not a wine drinker. I said I used to love to eat the body and blood of Christ because I was a chubby girl. I mean, I'm going to be a liar if I tell y'all differently. Judge me if you want to, but I look forward to that little fucking wafer and that little shot of apple juice or that little shot of wine. I hate to say it because I was eating the body and blood of Christ, but it tasted pretty good on a Sunday when you hadn't eaten since 7 o'clock the night before. You know what I mean? Sometimes I wanted to eat the big wafer. I used to be like, damn, the priest is so lucky. He gets to eat the big body of Christ, and I have to eat this little fucking wafer, but I digress. And it tasted like a little piece of like cardboard, but I was so hungry that I didn't care at that point. But anyway, on Sundays we really did fasting. We fasted till like about noon. But that's the fun part about being raised Catholic. You also know that church is only going to last like 45 minutes on Sunday, maybe 50 minutes at best, and then you're going to be back home. So anyway, so we would eat the next day. Let's say 9, 10 o'clock, I could hear my mom in the kitchen and I'd be salivating. Or my mother would start us out on a Sunday. I used to love this tradition. Oh my God. If y'all have a tradition that you had on the weekend, please share it in the, is it there? Yep, right there. Please share it in the chat. And so one of the things that my mother used to do is she used to stop at this place on the north side of Iron Mountain, Michigan called Schinderly's Bakery. And if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Schinderly's Bakery used to make these huge loaves of Italian bread. And my mother would come home and she would make tuna salad. And then over here, she would make egg salad, because in the South they combine it, but up north we weren't cool enough. And she would make those two things, and she'd put sliced mozzarella cheese on the counter, and she'd get 2 loaves of Italian bread for $1, and she would slice it. And then the other loaf, we would rip it off, and you'd take fresh olive oil with some spices on top, and we would dip our bread in oil. God, it didn't get more unhealthy or more amazing than that. And then we'd have a sandwich afterwards. But either way, we allowed our body to do the work. We allowed our body to do the work. And that's why back then, 5'7", 15, 16-year-old Missy at 190 pounds, even though I thought I was big, was healthier than I am now, because it is infruitable. Is that the word? That fasting works. We know that if you spend 3 days, donuts after church. We didn't have a donut shop where I lived because we didn't live in a big city. I wish. But we did have a place that would make Danish, a big Danish that you could go pick up. They have learned that fasting just by itself can cause you to heal the things that you've done to your body. The healing, if you spend 3 days drinking just water and eating nothing, you can cut your sugar cravings by half. And then after 24 hours, the natural healing that your body does in a fasting state is insane. So women will say, well, I'm diabetic. So what? And they'll be like, well, my doctor said, okay, well, your doctor said a lot of shit, right? Like they got us here. So I'm not telling a woman who's diabetic to go 3 days without eating and send herself into some kind of insulin, situation. But what I'm saying is any person in here can go 12 to 15 hours. After 14 hours, your body starts to eat the fat. Imagine that. We start converting fat to muscle. Again, let me tie the program together. So the reason we don't weigh ourselves every day is because a pound of fat weighs the same as a pound of muscle. So when I start a program and I weigh 200 pounds and I am 200 pounds and 50% body fat, and I start doing something like step number 2, right? Then what happens is you are converting that fat to muscle. However, you will not see any results on the scale. So that is why we say fuck the scale. So step number 2, it is imperative that there is a period of time where you have an eating window, which then takes us to step number 3. Can I get a 3 in the room if you can hear me? Can I get a tree, a 3, a trace? Can you put a 3 down there? Okay, down there. I'll learn this eventually. But anyway, the reason that we as women and as people are trying to convert our fat to muscle is because we have found that fat that sits on your heart, the fat that sits on your liver, that fat that sits on your organs is what's killing you, which causes heart attack, which causes, insulin resistance, which causes the dysfunctions in our body. So again, these are all conscious choices. You see what I'm saying? So step number 3 is protein, protein, protein. And people say, oh, she must be talking keto. I say, fuck keto, excuse my language, but don't excuse my language, because keto is another fad diet misconception that we have taught ourselves because it is not sustainable. Let me say this louder for the people in the background. It is not sustainable. So it is like you are dating someone just to date them. Okay. You don't like them. The sex is awful. You're not going to be with them, but you want to have a boyfriend or girlfriend. So you start dating this person just to have a filler. You're not going to do it for the rest of your life. You do not plan to marry them. You do not plan to move in with them. You do not plan to grow old with them. And so it is a filler behavior. Keto is a filler behavior. Will you lose the weight? Yes. Will you convert fat? Yes. Will you shrink? Yes. Is it sustainable? No. Why? No. That's sign language for no, by the way. This is yes and this is no. If you, and I know you guys are out there like, oh, that is no. So it is not sustainable because your body is created of carbohydrates, fats, proteins, and it needs it. Okay. It needs carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are not the devil. If you want to know why you've been on a program or you did keto and got to a certain point and couldn't continue to lose, it's because your body needs carbohydrates. It's about something we call homeostasis. It's about a place of balance. Okay. We have been taught in diet culture extreme dieting. Extreme dieting. Extreme dieting says every day you have to drink this from Herbalife or Thrive and you will lose weight. Not true. It says that you need to hold this in your mouth for an hour every day and you will lose weight. If you cannot sustain the behavior, if what you're doing is not sustainable, then is it really obtainable? Which kind of brings me back to the new product by ZenWise and some women in the group. Oh, where am I at? Yeah, there we go. Which brings me over to this product right here, because people say, are you going to do this the rest of your life? That's a very good question. Now, there are some tools that you will do right now that you will not do the rest of your life. And to me, if this quiets the noise in my head or the noise in your head, then maybe why not add the tool to your tool belt? It is a natural GLP-1. It runs about $49. Right now, it's 25% off if you use Mel GLP25 on their website. Let me type that in there. Mel GLP25 on the website, you will get another 25% off this product. There is a 15-day supply and a 30-day supply. Now, there's a couple things I can tell you about this before we get into step number 3. Number 1, I'll open it in a minute, is because I did it too tight and I just put lotion on my hands. Good job, Mel. But it's a powder. You can add it to any drink that you want to. So for my ladies who struggle in the morning with fasting and you want to eat, like right now, I can't eat until 3:00. So at 3:00 when I can eat, and that's what we're going to get into step number 3, I took a scoop of this. I put it in my coffee this morning. It doesn't taste like anything. It kind of reminds me of what's that stuff called? The Jell-O. Knox gelatin. It has 0 flavor to it, but it takes away the sugar cravings. I haven't had a craving for sugar this morning. You're probably like, well, what are you drinking? Black coffee. Whoever just purchased that, thank you. Whatever you just bought, kudos to you. And I'm going to stop really quick, and I'm going to talk about that after I heard that bell. So here we go. I'm going to put this in the room. If you're interested in the book, people have been asking me for a year and a half. Mel, we want a book. Mel, we want a book. So there is a physical book, even though it is still on back order. It will start arriving the first week in February. You can get the entire 6-step method. People are like, well, I watched your lives. Baby girl, let me tell you one thing I've learned in camp. Women who think they're living the 6-step method have 0 idea. Let me say this again for the people in the background. Women who are living the 6-step method have no idea. The 6-step method is about adding protein to the foods you love, not taking away food. And tonight, I'm getting ready to make a treat, by the way. Tonight, for the people who are on the VIP level, I'm going to talk about that really quickly too. The VIP level is a level where I put up recipes. We have bestie game night once a month. We're doing it once a month now. We have a big town hall meeting once a month with all the ladies. But tonight, I know you guys have heard the craze. It's called the Dubai chocolate bar. If you even kind of like pistachio, if you even kind of, sort of, even a little bit like pistachio, you will absolutely love this. Tonight, I'm going to teach you how to make a high protein Dubai chocolate fluff. You're like, fluff, what's that? It's a mainstay within our group. The women love it because we start our day with protein and we end our day with protein. And that's exactly what I'm getting ready to talk about right now. But back to the book really quick. If you purchase the physical book, you will get the download and you will get the 21-day journal for free. When you check out, put in 2025 on the website, coachmellymel.com. On checkout, you want to put in 2025. Even if you only get the download, it will give you the discount. And that's only till February 1st. And so, as I was saying, that has got all 6 steps, and there is an entire chapter on the 7th step. If you're like, what's the 7th step? Well, you better ask somebody. It's about your mental health and what got you in this body in the first place. So let's tie it all together. So step number 3, as Trish and Allison so kindly typed in the room for me, step number 3 is protein, protein, protein. If you are just starting the lifestyle, you want to focus on 100 grams of protein a day or more. That should be the food that you're intaking first. You should start your day with protein. You should end your day with protein. Start your day with protein, end your day with protein. And you're probably like, okay, so that sounds like keto. No, bestie, because let me teach you a little secret. Every day for lunch, we eat what the fuck we want to. So mid-eating period. So I'll even take away the word lunch because we don't do breakfast, lunch, and breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We do an eating window. So in that eating window, okay, what in that eating window can I eat? Well, you're going to focus on 100 grams of protein a day or more. Or if you're really serious about converting that fat to muscle, half your body fat, half your body weight in protein. You're going to eat half your body weight in protein. Now, your eating window is how long are you eating? I am on a 16-8, which means there are 16 hours of the day. I let my body do the work. 8 hours a day, I'm jumping in and helping my body do the work. I am break fast. There's a reason those words were put together back in the day. I start my day with coffee. What is that? Well, I'm a coffee drinker. If you're a tea drinker, start your day with protein. What the hell is that, Mel? Well, I make a cup of coffee. On the top of my coffee, I never, ever add creamer. I never, ever add anything like that. What I do is I add my protein shake on top because I hate the taste of fucking protein. I hate it. Everybody who knows me knows that about me. If you're a tea drinker, if you like bubble tea, if you like milk tea, if you like iced tea, what you do is you make your tea. Maybe it's a green tea. Maybe it's a black tea. Whatever tea you love best, you add your sweetener to it, and then you add your protein shake to your tea. If you didn't know that, Pro-T is where it's at right now. Today, I will be breaking my fast at 3 o'clock with Profi. So I try to eat as much protein as I can to start the day and to end the day. So when women write to me and say, I can't do 100 grams of protein, I just, sorry, but I want to laugh because of the fact that 100 grams of protein is literally nothing. It's like nothing. I could do 200 easy in a day in my eating window. So again, I am on a 16-8. So during that 8 hours, this is the biggest misconception of the 6-step method. How can I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner? It is eating window. You eat as much as you want during your eating window. It is the time you are allowed, the time you are allowing yourself to eat. So for example, today I will start with at 3 o'clock today. I've already got it planned in my little brain right now. I will start today with my Pro-T. I'm not going to have Profi today, because I am going to go up to this place called Salt and Lime or lemon and lime or lime and lemon, or I don't fucking know. But I have been craving, absolutely craving. It's a Mexican restaurant. And y'all know what I've been craving? Salsa and chips? Nope. Y'all know what I've been craving? A burrito? Nope. Y'all know I've been craving salmon. They have the best salmon salad I have ever had in my entire life. They take these fresh greens, they take pepitos, which are grilled pumpkin seeds, and they take this homemade vinegar champagne dressing that they make, and they grill a huge piece of salmon and they break it down into little salmon bites, and then they put it in the salad with this amazing cheese, and they mix it all together, and that is what I will be eating today at 3:00. You hear how excited I sound? I'm so excited. I haven't had it since I've been sick. I have been craving this salad like I can't even tell you. I've been dreaming about it the last 2 days. I said to Kiki yesterday, we were on our way to Costco, Kiki, we should go up there and get a salad. Nah, I don't want to go. I was like, damn it. And I won't go out in public by myself and eat. So I will get my pro-tea today. I will make my iced tea. I will add my protein shake to it. I will drive up and I will grab my salad, which has also got 48 grams of protein on top of my 30 grams in my protein. And I will start out today with 78 grams of protein. Then throughout the day, you will eat. And if you feel like it, midday. So like I said, 4 hours in, which would put me around dinner time for some people. So 3:00, around 7:00 tonight, you can have something on the 6-step method called a fuck it meal. We call it a fuck it meal because it is anything that you have been craving within reason. What does that look like, Mel? Well, last year I was obsessed with filet of fish sandwiches, those of you who know. And then I did a lot of studying about the old Mickey D's, and I would never eat there again on a good day. So anyway, with that being said, whatever it is that you've been craving, maybe it's a piece of pizza. Oh, you mean that cauliflower pizza? No, I mean pizza. Maybe it's a Chicago style pizza. Maybe it's you've been craving a big old cheeseburger. You want a big old turkey burger or cheeseburger from Krista. Where's that place in the mall I like the turkey burgers from? Red Robin. Red Robin has some of the best burgers. And so you'll get yourself a burger for lunch and maybe some sweet potato fries and a big bottle of water. But it takes away the cravings. Again, remember, I was going to teach you connect the dots. So in the third step, we take away that cortisol. We take away the cravings. We take away the guesswork by allowing ourselves to never go more than 2 or 3 days thinking about a food. Because then what happens is you hyper focus on that food. Maybe it's something as little as you love that new pecan Snickers bar. I don't know what it is that you love or that you've been thinking about, but every day when you want to, you empower yourself within the 6-step method. If you want to have a fuck it meal, you have a fuck it meal. Okay. You have a meal that you've been thinking about, that you've been wanting, that in every other lifestyle, they're like, Trish, you can't have that. Allison, you can't have that. Joy, you can't have that. Mel, you can't have that. But guess what? You can. Because part of the lifestyle change is allowing yourself once a day something you've been wanting to eat within reason. Okay, we're not going to go get an entire New York style pizza. We're going to stop at our favorite pizza place and get a slice, maybe a salad, a slice, and a bottle of water. I am very, 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 wait, can I say that again? Very anti-diet soda right now. I am not here for soda. I will never be here for soda again. Soda is not natural. It was not created for our bodies. It wasn't created for our health. It wasn't created for your gut health. Those of you who've had gastric bypass, those of you who've had the sleeve, what is the first rule they tell y'all? I'm going to drink for a second. Right, no soda, because it stretches your stomach out. It's not healthy. People will be like, I have to drink it. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do anything. You believe you have to. If you have to do something, you should have to stay away from sugar. If you have to do something, you should be eating half your body weight in protein every day. Okay. These are have to's. Okay. And so again, during that 8 hours, you're going to eat your protein goal. I'm starting out with 78. Hopefully by the end of the day, I'll be up to 150, which will be easy. But then at the end of the day, when I'm getting ready to stop eating, so 3 o'clock means I'll stop at 9 o'clock, right? Wait, no, 3. No, I don't know how to do math. Apparently you can tell I went to school in Michigan. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, I will stop eating tonight. And at 11 o'clock tonight, what I will be eating is what I will be making on the VIP level tonight. Again, if you do not belong to the VIP level, you can go to CoachMellyMel.com. It's $6 a month. Maybe you don't even want to come there, but you want to support a small business. I'm here for it, sister. You will go over here and pay $5.99 a month, or you can pay like $70 for a year, and that will get you your membership. And you will get access to all my recipes. You don't have to pay for recipe cards, because you'll notice on the website there that there is a whole bunch of recipe cards you can purchase. You also will notice starting Monday, listen to what I'm saying, at CoachMellyMel.com, you will start noticing I'm going to be putting a blog up. So there will be a daily blog. So you will want to check in every couple days and read what's going on the Mel blog. Okay. So anyway, with that being said, we move on to step number 4. Okay. And step number 4 looks a little something like this. This is where it gets so quick. People are like, well, damn, we talked a lot about 1, 2, and 3. Right. Step number 4, you got to drink water. It's one of my biggest downfalls in life. One thing I've realized with influenza A, when I've been so sick this week, water saves your life, right? We all know that, but water really saved my life this week because it keeps the phlegm and the things in your body loose, and it keeps your body hydrated. You have to stay hydrated. Here's the thing. Going into 2025, the only things you should be drinking are water and coffee or water and tea. Water and coffee or water and tea. You can drink sparkling water. You can drink, those of you who love your seltzer, those of you who love those ices, you can drink anything like that, but you have to drink a minimum of 100 ounces of water a day or more. If your doctor tells you you can't because of kidney issues, then you make the adjustments. But if you don't want kidney issues, it's really important that you're staying hydrated, okay? So that's step number 4. Boom, that easy. Really? That's it? That's it. Hydration is key. When people are like, Mel, I love your hair. My hair is up right now. My hair goes down to my ass. And they're like, how at 54 does your hair look so great? Water. How does your skin look so clear and good? Water. I don't use any of those collagen, estrogen, any of that shit on my face. I stay hydrated. Hydration is key. Step number 5, you got to move your body. Any of these programs that are telling you you can lose without moving are fucking liars. Study, again, let's tie it together. Hydration makes you not eat, right? So you need to make sure you're hydrated. Here's the thing. Excuse me, I'm going to yawn. Here's the thing. You're eating for 8 hours if that's your eating window, not eating for 16. In those 16 hours, drink your water. Keep a water bottle in your hand. Add a little skinny syrup to it. Add a water packet. Just drink the water, right, during those 16 hours. During your 8-hour eating window, you can eat the foods that you love, right? And not fill it up with water or tea or coffee. But at the end of the day, you've got to move your body. And anyone who tells you differently is a fucking liar. They are just like sugar. They are the devil. You have to move it or you are going to lose it. When I first started doing this, I talked just to women over the age of 40, but this is me talking to everybody. It is easier to build muscle mass, ladies, when you are in a fasting state. If you want to maximize your burn and your conversion of fat to muscle, do it while you are still fasting. So, for example, right before I got on here with you and I got kicked off of TikTok, I took Penelope for about a 30-minute walk. We walked our entire neighborhood. I know I'm just getting over being sick, but too bad. You have to move your body. Muscle atrophy is real. Lay in bed for a week and try to stand up and see how weak you feel. Studies are finding that your strength is in your thighs. I don't even mean to say that funny. Your strength is in your thighs. Women who cannot stand up at the age of 70, 80 die at a higher rate than any other women. You should be weight bearing until you can't weight bear. Do you see what I mean? You should be standing up, even if you can't, and you are bedridden and you are watching this right now and you're like, I am 600 pounds and I can't stand up. Then you need to sit up. You need to dangle your feet over the edge of the bed. You need to lift your arms as high as they can go. And you need to sit there and flap your wings like a fucking bird. You need to use your muscles. There is a reason range of motion is so important. You have to use it or you will lose it. Let me say it again. You have to use it or you will lose it. Now you're probably like, well, damn, she wants me to go out and do some Jane Fonda aerobics. If you're too young and don't know who Jane Fonda is, I apologize. But we used to do extreme workouts like Beachbody. And if you notice, that shit's not around anymore because it's not sustainable. It is not sustainable. What you need to do is go get you one of those little watches, or you know what, carry your phone around with you for about 48 hours and see how many steps you're taking in a day. Well, Mel, how do I get better at it? Every week. Not every day, not every 2 days, every Sunday, let's say. Increase your steps by 200, 300 steps. That's simple. Anybody 200 steps. That means instead of parking right up next to Target, park in the back and walk in. That means that instead of stopping up at your mailbox, park your car and walk back to your mailbox. That means instead of taking your garbage all out in one big group so you don't have to go out, take each bag separately. Think of ways to introduce walking into your life. And you're like, Mel, it's below zero. It's freezing cold out. Well, you know what? Right here on YouTube, there's this thing called Walk Away the Pounds. It's free. Everything I'm going to tell you about is free. You can go ahead and download Walk Away the Pounds, play your favorite 60s music, 70s music, 80s music, your NSYNC, your Justin Bieber, whatever the hell it is you like to listen to. Turn it on, mute the woman, and walk for a mile. But you have to get up and move your body. And then step number 6, gosh, I wish to God this was bullshit, but guess what? It's supplements. And you're probably like, what the hell? Well, those of you who met me 2 years ago, no, 2 years ago, nobody was talking about magnesium glycinate. There was no motherfucker out there talking about that shit. And then here comes little Melly Mel talking about magnesium glycinate. Why is magnesium glycinate important? Not magnesium citrate. That's going to make you go caca poo poo. We're talking about magnesium glycinate, and it needs to be a high absorption. Now let's talk about it really quick. Again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, but I'm going to tell you it like this. Magnesium glycinate will save your life. If you do not sleep through the night, magnesium glycinate. If you are not sleeping at all, magnesium glycinate. If you get up in the middle of the night, my sister, to go to the bathroom and you can't go back to sleep, magnesium glycinate. You see, magnesium glycinate is water soluble. So you pee it out during the day. So if you're drinking 100 ounces of water a day, at the end of the day, you don't have any magnesium. So Magnesium is so important for women over the age of 40 because one of the reasons we pass away and unalive in our sleep is because we are dehydrated. It's because of the fact that our enzymes aren't working properly. So let me tell you some of the benefits, and this will probably affect every woman. Put your finger down if you have fibromyalgia. Bam. Magnesium glycinate helps with the pain of fibromyalgia. It relaxes your muscles and helps less fibromyalgia episodes. Okay. I suffer from anxiety. Put a finger down. Guess what? Oh God, I had a cramp in my thumb. If you have you suffer from anxiety, you can even put an emoji in the room. But magnesium glycinate will reduce the amount of anxiety attacks you have. Magnesium glycinate works with people who have high blood pressure. It works with over 9 enzymes in your body. So if you think that salt and pepper work good together and you wonder why you're in pain management and it's not getting better, you wonder why your blood sugar is out of control, you wonder why that you are having heart palpitations and not feeling good, it's because you probably do not have proper levels of magnesium. So what I say to you now is run, do not walk. You can go to my Amazon store and get it. You can go to Walmart and get it. I use Doctor's Best, and it helps you sleep at night. It helps muscle relaxation. It helps high blood pressure. It helps people who are diabetic with sugar. Every woman who is watching this, unless a doctor has told you differently, 89% of you should be taking magnesium glycinate. End of discussion. You're probably like, I saw that all over TikTok. No shit. 2 years ago, before you found me, 2 years ago, before I started talking about this shit, nobody even fucking knew what it was. But guess what? It's, again, one of the things that these doctors, nurses, and weight loss programs want to keep you not knowing. Now, number 2, what's the other supplement we do? Well, actually, there's 3 of them now. But number 2, the other supplement we do is a digestive enzyme. Why do we do a digestive enzyme? Even if you don't do a digestive enzyme, you need to make sure you're doing a prebiotic and a probiotic. Let's talk about it for a second, okay? We all eat processed food. We all eat, I don't give a shit who you are. You can't, 99% of people in this room or that will watch this video eat processed food. End of discussion. It's just how it is. So if you don't have a gallbladder, raise your hand. I don't have a gallbladder. If you do not have a gallbladder, you do not have the enzymes to process your food. Do you know what they tie the biome of your stomach to? Depression. Do you know what they tie the biome of your stomach to? Anxiety. Do you know what they tie the biome of your stomach to? Fibromyalgia. Do you know what they tie the biome of your stomach to? Again, it's holistic. Remember, we're talking about it's overall. It's tied to gut health. Prebiotic means it deals with the, let's pretend this is your intestine right here, okay? This is your tummy. This is going to be your stomach today. This is your pre-stomach. This is the intestines before that, right? Prebiotic is the before your intestines. You have irritable bowel syndrome, you need a digestive enzyme. I don't give a fuck what doctors are telling you. I'm telling you, I've watched thousands and thousands and thousands of women take a prebiotic, probiotic, and a digestive enzyme, and their lives are different. Women have said to me, Mel, I could never lose weight, and I started a digestive enzyme, and now I can, and this is why. Remember my friends I was talking about here at the old ZenWise people? They are the best I've found. I don't give a shit. Women will be like, well, it upset my stomach. No, it didn't upset your stomach, girlfriend. It made your stomach regular. People don't know what it looks like to be regular. Every time you eat, you should shit. Every time you eat, you should shit. What does that mean? Every time you have a major meal, you should be using the bathroom. You know what? Rectal cancer. Let's talk about it for a second. Rectal cancer is the most avoidable cancer in the United States of America right now. We as women should be getting colonoscopies starting at about age 35. You should be getting a colonoscopy. And if there's any polyps or anything like that, you need to get it taken care of. We need to make sure that we are digesting our foods. So I want you to think of a digestive enzyme like this. A digestive enzyme is like a Pac-Man, or a garbage disposal. Or remember when your grandma used to say to you, Christina, Trish, Allison, any Joy, anybody who's out here watching this, do you remember when your grandma used to say, do not swallow your food until you chew it 300 times? We don't do that anymore because we're on the go. That digestive enzyme breaks up the food for you in your stomach. Now you're like, I don't need that. I'm on Ozempic. I don't need that. I'm on Mounjaro. Bestie, you need it probably more than anybody, because the reason why women who are on a synthetic GLP-1, the reason y'all have those little burps, those burps or that sulfur taste, or you wake up and it tastes like eggs and you feel like you're going to throw up or get sick after, you can taste that. It's because your food is rotting in your stomach. Let me say this again. Your food is rotting in your stomach. So all a digestive enzyme does is it breaks it up. Again, think about Pac-Man. And instead of it being big things, it breaks it down to little tiny molecules. So when your body is ready to absorb the food, when your body is ready to take it in and use it, it's already broke up into little tiny pieces. See how that works? Now, a probiotic means it works after the fact. So that other part of your intestine, right before you go caca, that area also needs to make sure. So we've got a prebiotic, a digestive enzyme, and a probiotic. See? Boom, boom, boom. That is why I personally mess with ZenWise, because they have a pre-probiotic with a digestive enzyme, and it's all in the same. I do the mints. Not going to even sit here and bullshit you. I don't take the pills anymore. I don't fuck with the capsules. I literally do the mints. I love the mints because they're easier to remember. I love the mints because they're very fast acting. I like the mint flavored one, not the berry flavored one, because of the fact that after I eat, even if I forgot to do it before I eat, which you really want to do, I will take it after I eat to digest my food. All right. So the third thing there in the supplement land is fiber. Fiber, which goes back to, again, we need to make sure we are processing our food through our body, and we do that through fiber. Fiber does a couple things. We all know fiber makes you feel full. We all know fiber helps you break your food up. We all know fiber helps you go to the bathroom. And the thing about all this is no one's talking about when you have IBS sitting in the bathroom and pooping for 45 minutes. We're talking like normal people do. Like I'm on normal people poo-poo right now, which means I eat something, about an hour later I need to use the bathroom. I'll be like, Allison will be out to lunch. I'll say, let me run to the bathroom really quick. And she's like, okay, I'm not going to go sit in there for 45 minutes and get sick. I'm going to run in the bathroom and I'm going to use the toilet and I'm going to be done within a couple minutes. And then that's how it's supposed to work, right? So fiber is important, however you take that. Now, it can be increasing your fruits and vegetables. It can be adding Raisin Bran in the morning. It can be doing any of those things. And you're probably like, Raisin Bran? Well, I'm living the lifestyle. Why can't you put your protein shake on top of your Raisin Bran? Why can't you use Fairlife milk? Which, again, more to come on that. Just so everybody knows, this is my big announcement here in this conversation. Every Monday night moving forward, Monday Night with Mel. Monday Night with Mel here on YouTube, and we'll talk about different subjects, different things, different topics. This Monday, we're going to talk about fiber. One of the beautiful things about this new Zen GLP-1 is this. It's got a ton of fiber in it. It's got 10 grams. It's got 40%. Let me get her back on here. 40% of your daily fiber that you need to eat while you're taking this. Again, you want to go to the website and use, let me put it in there, Mel GLP 25. I don't care how long you've been doing ZenWise. If you put this product in your cart, and they'll be back Monday, and I'm telling you, these are going to go really fast. Like, these are like the enzymes from back in the day. It's warm out, by the way. I walked like this. And let me tell you a little bit about the product, okay? It's gentle on your stomach, Zen-wise, no crave. And yes, you still do the digestive enzyme. Hi, Anna Marie. Yes, you still do the digestive enzyme. This has nothing to do with digestion. Well, it does because it's got fiber in it. But this has, you still do your digestive enzyme, okay? So it's gentle on your stomach, Zen-wise, no crave blend. Combines a clinically researched fiber with a metabolic probiotic to help you spur your body's natural production. See, I don't know if you know this or not, but anything they can synthetically create, you can create natural. So it is a GLP-1 no hunger hormone and increase it by up to 3 times more over 4 hours. So this is why I tell you I like to take it in the morning because it's got no calories in it. It's got nothing in it. And there's 30 servings in here. So I like to do it when I first wake up or when I start getting sugar cravings or I want to break my fast early. This so far, game changer. Not going to sit here and even pretend. Not going to sit here and even bullshit you. It takes away the sugar cravings. And what it does is just 2 scoops a day dissolved in water or your favorite beverage will help curb appetite, metabolize fats and sugars, control blood sugar spikes, and keep you feeling fuller. A true Zen approach to hunger management. It reduces food cravings, it aids in fat and sugar metabolism, and it promotes satiety, which means it makes you feel full longer. So is it natural? Yes. Can you take it with Mounjaro and Ozempic if you're on it? Fuck yes, you can. Because again, it's natural. So can there be too much not eating? Yes. But if you're on Ozempic and Mounjaro, the importance of the 6-step method is teaching yourself how to eat. The worst thing you can do, listen to what I'm saying. If you are paying $1,200, the discount is on their actual website, Anna Marie. I don't have one yet for Amazon, but I will get one. I don't have one yet. I'll have that by Monday. But here's the thing. The worst thing that you can do to yourself or not do to yourself is spend $1,200 a month for a shot. Listen to what I'm saying to you and not learn how to eat. The worst thing you can do is take a shot, Mounjaro, Ozempic, the synthetic GLP-1s, and not learn how to eat. The biggest mistake that is happening right now in this Mounjaro Ozempic world is women are like, all I can do is drink 2 protein shakes a day. That's beautiful. So you're losing weight, but you're not converting fat. You're eating up your muscle. That is not what the fuck we want. That all of us are not created. I take it twice a day, Lynn. They're saying 2 scoops at once. I do a scoop, and I'm good. I might be doing the shit wrong, but I was doing the digestive enzyme wrong in the beginning, and look where the hell it got me. So I do a scoop before, like right now. So I'm getting ready to end my fast at 3:00. I'll do a scoop in the morning or half a scoop. And then I drink that with my coffee or my water. And then in the evening, when I'm getting ready to start again, like going, not eating period, I'll do another scoop. Is that right? I don't motherfucking know. Does it work for me? 1,000%. Remember, the lifestyle change is not about what works for Mel. It's about what works best for you. You know what I mean? Like, and your lifestyle. Some people work midnights. Like Colleen is a nurse. So Colleen might be like, well, I'm getting ready to go to work and I got to work for the next, 10 hours. And as a nurse, people are bringing food and, giving you food to eat and you don't want to eat while you're at work. So some people will do the 2 scoops before they leave for work. It is, again, what works with you in your lifestyle. So with that being said, I'm about to wrap it up here in a minute. Step number 7 And again, if you have not purchased the book, I'm not begging anybody to buy the book. 2025 is not about begging. What 2025 is about is if you see fit to buy the download, this is not the guide that you guys bought a year ago. The guide a year ago was literally strictly about step 3. This has got mental health exercises in it. It's got recipes in it. It's the complete 6-step method. And you're going to go to coachmellymel.com. And from now until the end of the month, which means you got about 6 more days, you can get 25% off by putting 2025 in there. I also will tell you the price is getting ready to go up, and I'm going to tell you why. Because starting in February, every Saturday, any woman who has purchased the book now or any woman who purchases the book in the future, on the 1st and the 15th, so the 1st and the 3rd Saturday of the month, I will be running a class like this where you will bring your downloadable book or you will bring your physical book with you. And you are welcome to come to one session. In that session, it might be just me and Lynn. It might be me and Anna Marie. It might be me, Joy. It might be me and 40 women. But you can come in and I will show you a presentation. We will go over the 6-step method. And then there will be an entire 1-hour question and answer session that is customized to yourself. So if you're like, listen, I don't know about the 6-step method, or hey, Mel, I was doing it a year ago and it's different now. What are we doing here differently? How does it affect me? And I will be there to answer those questions. So moving to February, the price is going to go up. I'm not going to sit here and lie to anybody in the room. You want to get it now. Why you can get it if you type in this code at coachmellymel.com today, and you get the physical book. You will get the physical book, the downloadable version, and a 21-day guide. So every time you do a 21-day rotation, you can print the guide and journal. Otherwise, you can't get that. That is only offered with the hardcover, the download. If you choose just to get the download, you will download it today. You can print it at your local Staples or wherever you want to and have a copy of it. I will let people know that the book is running a little bit back because I have to pre-order. They have to create them and then send them. So books are coming out beginning of February, the physical book. That's why we offered the free download. But again, even if you want to say thank you or support the lifestyle, then I'm asking you go buy the book. Okay. People have been shouting about wanting this book for 2 years, and I have worked endless hours to make sure it's there. Now, before we tie up, step number 7 is the unspoken step, and that's the mental health. In the book, you'll get to step 7, and there's a whole letter from me at the back. And in that letter, it talks about some exercises you can do to take care of yourself mentally, to take care of yourself and heal from the past. And that's what 2025 is going to be about. I'm only going to offer camp 4 times this year. One of them's already gone. That was New Year's. We will have another camp in March for our 2-year anniversary, and that will be only 25 women. I'm only offering it to 25 women. This fall, we will be doing a retreat again. Those of you who got to go to the retreat, the first one, we went to the beautiful Asheville, North Carolina. We rented this gorgeous house on a vineyard, and we ended up staying up there for a couple days of fellowship. So that will be coming this fall. But moving into 2025, it's going to look a little bit different. So we will be offering 3 more. I will be offering 3 more camps. However, those are the only camps that will be offered in 2025. It is not going to be a monthly thing anymore. But you have to deal with your mental health. If you do not deal with your mental health, if you do not deal with the reason you got here, you will be like me. And this is as honest as I can be with y'all. I am the founder of this program, but I am also fucking human. I am a woman just like you. I am a woman who is battling with hormones and going through menopause right now. Am I proud of the fact that I gained 30 some pounds? Absolutely not. Am I embarrassed that I did it over a 2-month period? Absolutely. Was there a medical reason behind it? It doesn't motherfucking matter. I did. But guess what? I will. And I will lose it again. And I will get right back down where I was before. And right now, I'm about, I'd say, a month and a half off of that. So I'm hoping by the anniversary, I'll be able to walk up here and tell you I hit that 100-pound loss and those 148 inches that I lost before. But I will spend every day proving that the 6-step method works. And so my ask to you is moving into 2025. If you post on Facebook, if you share one of my lives, if you post on TikTok, if you post a video of your protein meals or what you're eating, my only ask of you is to hashtag Coach Melly Mel, hashtag the 6-step method. We have got to get the message out, and I will continue to fight the good fight with you. Anyway, I said all that to say this. I want to thank you for being you. I want to thank you for being on this journey, a lot of you for 2 years with me. And those of you who are going to be on the journey moving forward, you be blessed. You be amazing. You be amazing. And remember, Monday nights, 9 o'clock, join me on YouTube, Moving Forward. Tell a friend, tell a cousin, invite a person you don't even like. It will be Mondays with Mel. You be blessed, be amazing, and always remember, nobody better than you. Y'all have a good day. Love y'all. Don't forget to grab that book, CoachMellyMel.com. Love you, ladies.